Well, I just heard a click suggesting that my USB came unplugged, so we'll see if I'm hearing myself. That, whoa. That was a funky sound. Alright. Alright, I guess we're good. I look crazier than usual. I'm not crazy. Why do I look crazy? I feel like I look crazy. I'm not. As usual, we'll start with my theme song. I guess it's gonna be Fresh Feeling by the Eels. But I probably need to look into licensing because I'm gonna make huge amounts of money, right? Probably. This is gonna be fun. So we are in the last dungeon, or... Well, yeah, we are in it. Bart's, I guess we'll go with Assassin's Dagger. You can try and insta-death a few things. I remember my way through here reasonably well. We're gonna do this so that when this guy gets an attack in on me, it doesn't instantly clobber someone. That's the hope. Technically, there's still a few things he can do, I think. Yeah, I thought that might work there. See, that's nice. That's the first time I think we've seen Assassin's Dagger work, and that's pretty cool. Funny seeing all these old enemies that were designed to ward us out of deserts. That's probably the idea, huh? This place is a collection of environments and bosses. And I think I mostly remember how to get through. I remember going in and out an awful lot in other playthroughs. It's a little different when you actually need to get the items the first time, so forgive me if I don't know where I'm going. I don't know why I asked for forgiveness. Like, what am I going to do if you don't forgive me? And why would I even bother? Yeah. Don't forgive me. I don't deserve your forgiveness. Wait, that's not why. That's not the problem. Hey, that damage is reasonable. Kaiser Knuckles at work. I don't think we're going to win the game today. I don't want to go to bed super late for one thing. I'm pretty lame as a streamer, and this is why I will forever be casual, and I'm okay with that. But you know, I said in one of my overtired streams recently, I said something about like I want to be a good dad and a good employee before I try to be a good video game guy, something to that effect. That's actually decent damage out of that monk. Like, it's not on the level of Cryo, but... That's a funny name, Balanders. Baldanders, whatever it is. It was clearly supposed to be Blender, and someone just mistranslated it. I'm being facetious. I don't know if Death Dealer is undead. I know it's pretty likely to use things like Doom and Roulette. I'm not, I don't know, too scared, but, I mean, Roulette was very annoying in the Phoenix Tower. If they're undead, though, then that knife, I guess they probably have death protection, or that would have triggered by now. Maybe I should try using Requiem on them. Their palette swaps are undead. Final Fantasy IV really spoiled us with final dungeon chests. Like everything in the final dungeon was somehow critically significant to an average party. Well, the only party you can have, really. And now I'm going through getting these chests and just thinking, boring. I already collected the ultimate weapons. What do you possibly have left for me? I really don't want to fight these guys. Let's not. Yeah. I was going to use smoke there, but didn't have to. I think the leftmost one is the actual path forward. That could be... Oh no, looks like the... Yeah, the left one is. Okay. As I was saying, I kind of remember. Kind of. I don't want to fight this either. I don't want to not have any experience, but I don't want to fight crappy battles. Oh, blood sword. Like, level checkers... I'm a multiple of level 3. They could hurt me pretty badly with that, with flare. Non-functional piano. Non-functional grassy field. This part's cool, seeing the Phantom Village frozen. It would be interesting seeing someone who never found the Phantom Village working their way through here. I kind of knew that was there because I remember the Phantom Village, but I just didn't know if there were items in here. I do like that there's a place to get restored there, but not a place to save, so that limits its usage. My team in my other game, Dancer Blue Mage, Dancer White Mage, has definitely run into some hardship. This is where we're going to fight our first X-Death-y type boss. I'm going to not fight the randoms for now. Look at those guys. Boring. This is oddly linear, huh? For a forest. Ribbon. Don't need that. Lilith Rod. I don't think I need that either. Does it let me item cast? It does give me a bigger magic bonus, but I don't think that makes any sense for the way I use that character. And that's the way forward, but I just hate missing treasures, you know? Oh, okay. Oh, another enhancer. Interesting. I did play more of my other game, and it's so hard to get consistent damage, and I was like, I need to get my damage up. I realized I don't have anyone who can do like an automatic run in that game, like Smoke or Flea. Yeah. And I really wanted the chicken knife to get stronger. Okay, what's the gimmick to this one? I remember there being a gimmick. I don't remember what it is. I think it might have been I was supposed to equip reflect rings or something. This one has a thing where it's pretty easy to become immune to everything they do. And I think it's reflect rings and bone mail? But I don't know that we're going to have problems anyway. We've got ways to deal damage. Yeah, see? That was easy. No reason to overcomplicate that. I don't know if I'm drastically overleveled. I don't think I am or should be. I've run a reasonable amount. These guys have something tricky about them, don't they? Status effects or something? I wonder if Romeo will work here. At least sort of. Should have put the Magus Rod back on. I don't feel as ready for the end with that other party as I did with the party you're seeing now, which is funny because monks are not that good. Bards, summoners, and ninjas are perfectly fine, but there's nothing that especially when I'm playing natural. I can't do the ability swap, so you know they're a little bit almost kind of lackluster in some regards, but. Free coral ring. What do these guys bring to the table? Greatness, I'm sure. I'm sure there's greatness here. I think I'll throw up a golem. Because of the greatness. I'll hope that the golem mitigates the greatness. It didn't. It didn't mitigate any greatness. That wasn't that great. That was kind of like pretty good. The save point. Yeah, nice. Good timing on the save point. Saved me a bunch of high potions. I have such low HP that a tent is generally a pretty good heal. Works out fantastically. Ooh. He was coming for me. This guy still does something strange when I cast Ifrit, I believe. So I have a Magus Rod on, right? No, I don't. He doesn't like fire. Phoenix would technically be better, but whatever. But I believe there's some kind of behavior here when we hit him with Ifrit. Yeah. Does that only work once? Yeah, protect is a little bit annoying here, but it's nothing worse than annoying. It doesn't stack, genius. Whoa. Whoops, I meant to use a free Ifrit. Do people say Ifrit? I don't know what people say. That's some damage. It looks like a panda agrees that that was some damage. This part is, I don't know, it's not like it's hard or anything, it's pretty obvious what's happening, but I do find it a little more straightforward, certainly, when, I wonder if this works. When I've got the passages ability. No, it does not work. Yuck. Let's try for a death attack. I'm not expecting it, but... That was a cool 200 damage you did there, Bartz. So glad I left that thief knife there. Or, sorry, assassin dagger. This guy actually has something cool you can steal from him, but it's not going to do me any good because it's a bow. What's it called? In one of the translations it was like AB splitter or something odd like that. Ab splitter. And it was like a bad translation of a shortened form of Avis because it's effective against Avises. Something like that. Aw, missed with the chicken knife. These enemies are fairly helpless. Why is that? Aren't you supposed to be like the ultimate evils here? Ultimate disappointment. This is an interesting room. These are World 2 enemies. They're very vulnerable to that. Isn't this the room where it has really good encounters for leveling? Am I tripping? Okay, that door's locked. I think a lot of things here are locked. That's one way through. I think it's the way through, actually. Ah, that's nice. So the question is, would I rather have Ferris with Hermes sandals or Kaiser knuckles? I think most people would agree Hermes sandals are technically better. Defense points, I don't know. Ferris's damage has been impressive, but acting literally, like, I think it's pretty much twice as much. That's a big difference. These guys are vulnerable to death. Whipping out Odin against them would be smart. Because they can otherwise be a bit annoying. Good source of experience. We need kind of a lot of battles for a level right now. Oh. This guy down here is, I think, the one that uses all the blue magic. I'm not going to fight him while I'm level 40. I don't remember why this guy has boss music playing. Should I remember why this guy has boss music playing? I can't seem to hit him. Is he undead? That was the guess there. He is not. I thought this only happened when you run into one of those men. Ooh, that's nasty. Good try, Lena. That's what I get for cheaping out. It's not her fault. Yikes, that does a lot of damage to Ferris. Oh, here we go. We're going to fix it all. Oh, we're not going to fix it at all. Saw how much that damage went up with the singing? Okay, we're going to take a crack at that bad guy because I believe he gives me a save point. That means we're going to use our first few high potions here. And it also means this could go really wrong if he has level 5 death. I don't know if this is going to be a problem at all. We shall see. I don't think he does physical attacks, so I'm not going to bother with the golem. And we're going to throw on an air knife, and we're going to use the thing we always use. Okay, so far we're doing fine. He've reduced my defense, but doesn't use any attacks that incorporate defense. Bart's is going to start singing, increasing everyone else's damage gradually. It should add up to like thousands by the time I win, assuming I win. There's really just one thing that can go terribly, terribly wrong here. I said thousands and thousands. There's more like a couple thousand. I don't know. That was already stronger. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's quite bad. Now we're racing against time to do the damage we need. And it might work. They're doing good damage. There's no like remedy type item in this game, is there? Okay, that really wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be bad. Like all the shaking for a save point. Should I fight all those dudes? I forget what they're guarding. I think one of them must have touched me. Even though I didn't open either door. That was a really stupid fight if you think about it. Like, he did no damage to me? No damage to me. And I didn't even have a golden strat going in or anything. I could have. Golden strat would have been gain 1 level, then fight him. Oh, that sucks. Can't do that. Okay, so we're going to whip on our Magus Rod again. Because we just keep kind of flip-flopping. It's around here somewhere. And we don't have anything that boosts water. We can use Odin if we don't mind spending that much magic points. Oh, cool. Oh, that's nice. The second form doesn't like getting slashed by Odin, is what we learned. Okay, that's no huge loss. Wow, look at that luck. That's something. That would be good for my other team. Takes a long time, but there's not a lot of danger here. Wow, Constrict even worked. Oh, yuck. Oops, didn't mean to do that twice. That's pointless. Ah! 3 times. This is me being sloppy. I think Hermes sandals must be better on a monk than Kaiser Knuckles, although those damage numbers are impressive. They're just not doing the same kind of good as twice as many turns. And as bad as Ferris is, when she gets those criticals, they're useful. And they happen less often when I have Kaiser Knuckles on, right? Even though they add up to... each instance ends up being more, but... Oh well, Ferris is gone anyway. We can't remember her. Oh, that's pretty nasty. And that's not going to help right now. Oh, it does, a little. Wow, that chicken knife is doing terribly right now. Has he even been hit with the chicken knife yet? I don't think so. I could summon Odin and this would be over. I guess I'm kind of counting on this going something like all the prior encounters. Wow, that was weird. Oh, there's a large eyeball there. That's Catastrophe, if I recall correctly. And his thing he does is constant earth shakers. I have no means to give myself float, other than confusing like an early game enemy. So that's going to be a bit of a doozy. Let's see if we can just win the damage race. That's going to help. We're going to want Sildra. Oh, the dodging, man. Everything's dodging all of a sudden. Okay. This is not going to go well. Oh, I need to scam a win out of here. Oh, wow. That was improbable. I was kind of expecting that to just end up with being just Ferris in a couple seconds. Wowie. That, wow. My hit points are low with this team, but they did okay. Good team. This is a good team who can't heal at all. Smooch. Is it considered unsporting to turn myself into a black mage for like a couple seconds? I think the answer is probably yes, but I wish it was no. Oops. Maneater. That could carry certain practicalities. In fact, I think it might work on the next boss. But I like this setup too much. I could put it on Bart's, but I don't really see the point, so... Against bosses, Bart's does Hero's Rhyme, and it works out. There already was a summon that inflicts petrification back in Final Fantasy IV, and it was Cockatrice. Not very interesting, but it was there. It's funny when you have multiple summons that do the same thing, you know. They got the three... almost every game that has featured summoned creatures has... right. Sorry. I confused myself. Has featured Ifrit and Shiva, and then they've been a little bit indecisive on whether they want to include Remu or not. What was I doing? Was I coming back to that on purpose? I think... I don't know. I think I thought I might have missed a treasure there, but in retrospect, I guess not. Yeah, so Final Fantasy VIII had a different guy for kind of the lightning elemental one. And then 9 included Remu, which is interesting because he was pretty prominent in Final Fantasy 9, like he was a story element. Same with 6. He was a story element. But 8 had Quetzalcoatl instead, and 10 had Ixion. And those were kind of cool, but it was weird sort of kind of breaking tradition. I can get some reasons why they might have done it. Remu looked humanoid, which sometimes works with the setting and sometimes not. It's actually part of the reason, I guess, for including Remu in Final Fantasy VI. Part of the explanation for him being where he is I look like a human, I can be here. This is, I think, one way, and if you come back in this room, I think that door might be closed, so... It's a kiss of frogitude, isn't it? A frogitude kiss? Yeah, exactly. This is another one of those ones where, you know, Hermes shoes are great. They give you double the turns. But reflect rings give you... Oopsie doodle. Give you a significant advantage in the battle. But my point of view is Hermes shoes give me a significant advantage in the battle. And I can always cast Carbuncle to put reflect on the entire team, so I don't know whether that matters or not. For the weaker people, that is. Okay, now let's settle into a comfortable pattern of damaging. Oh. That was interesting. An actually effective dispel magic. Just in case she has physicals, I don't remember. This boss casts something strong every several turns, but I don't think she's even gonna get there. Is it a he or a she? It looked like a woman back when it kissed me. Air knife. Good. Golly. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. We didn't get to the big spell. And in doing so with this, you know, kind of almost average damage party. Nothing spectacular anyway. Avoided kind of the big gimmick there. The Twin Tanya's up there, and it's hard and easy to screw up, so I'm not going to do it without a save first. I've got an easy win available, but it requires some degree of timing and not being an idiot, and I'm known to screw those kinds of things up. Timing and not being an idiot, not my forte. It's not a long walk anyway. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, dang. I thought that cleared them. This is going to be a bad fight. We need to get out of here. That was a bad fight. I should reload my save if I were feeling cheap. That's a good fight for experience. Good time for Requiem. There haven't been too many of those lately, but... Wow, those guys used to be really hard, remember? Okay. Hope I survived that. Oof, pretty tough. Remember when I said I hope I survived that? Jeez Louise. I'm glad I saved, right? I talked about timing and stupidity. I don't think that I messed up the timing or the stupidity. I don't want to go in with flame rings. I don't need flame rings. I do need to live. Maybe if I don't attack him. I don't know how many of his moves there were counters. But just in case. Maybe there's something more defensive we can do. It's not like I have shell, though. Golly. Foreshadowing. At least I'd like it to be foreshadowing. I haven't really indicated that there would be any foreshadowing so far. Okay, don't use 3 tidal waves in a row on us. That is like Leviathan's job. This is a lot better than tidal waves. It's still kind of crappy. That was the foreshadowing. See? Look at that. I did something successfully. First peek at the void, if that's what it is. The place where the power of the void is contained. Well, you know, we probably need some form of grinding, and a lot of people would say to do it in the castle. So let's go back to our save point. We beat Tuntania. That's not trivial. As we saw. We'll whip on Magus Rod because in randoms I have a tendency to use the call command. Maybe we won't because it's invisible. There it is. It wasn't invisible, you silly. I'm not even, like, significantly low on my potions or anything. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so we want to probably gain a handful of levels if we can. And we want to do that by beating these bad guys. And we've learned that there are some death immune enemies here. There are iron giants in the room. I'm curious as to whether Odin can kill one of those guys. Well, I guess it can if Petrify works. So it's just the Death Claws have the death immunity. Surprise! Oh, huh. That was different. Well, this shouldn't be too bad. So that was one of these guys not getting Zantetsukened. Huh, and then that time it was. So it's got some level of death resistance. Hmm. Oh, there's a whole bunch of levels at once. Wow. Weird. And that was a successful Zantetsuken against that group. But you know what? This is going okay. This thing where I hold fast forward and somehow my people win. And Bartz is using very useless songs, but it's still working. In fact, our HP is going up rather than down, so. Then there's these goofs from World 2. Oh dear. That was weird. That battle generally went badly. That enemy must be scripted to, if your opponent is dead, turn them into a zombie. Make Kyle very sad. That's what their script says. Goodness. We're gonna blow through our resources pretty quickly like this, but a few levels is gonna help. The difficulty goes up in the void. And I'm not saying the difficulty is trivial now. I'm well prepared for these enemies and I can do damage. Reasonably well prepared. As well prepared as I could probably be, given my laziness. If I were prepared to spend more MP and more aware of enemy resistances and weaknesses, I could probably optimize these fights substantially, but I don't care to do that exactly. It is pretty satisfying seeing Zantetsugen happen. If you get a not crappy summon, those battles end pretty quickly and painlessly. For us, it is not painless for the enemies. See, that's not a lot of fights to get a battle. Oh, sorry, that was a stupid thing to say. You can tell I'm getting a little tired. Not a lot of fights to earn a level. Once we get that last save point open up, I might also consider taking the time to steal several elixirs from whatever enemy you steal them from in that last area. What drops them? Some form of dragon? Yeah, it's the crystal dragons, isn't it? Oops. I meant to throw on a golem there. I'm probably not going to do it now. We're in too deep. I think someone got their level there. I talked about multiple tent theory in the last session. Alright. Everyone's level 42 now. Maybe we should go peek into the void and see how much it hurts us. This is the last save point before you have to fight a fairly hard boss to open up another save point. Which I can probably do. I was just talking about crystal dragons. Couldn't steal. Drag. I don't know what these guys might do besides attack, but let's throw in a golem. Come on. That happens that way frequently, doesn't it? Wow, this guy's got some serious hit points. He's not doing anything, though. I don't want to beat him too quickly, because I want Bartz to be able to steal something. I don't think it's something I'll even be able to do anything with, but it's something I feel I should have. Genji shield. Okay, yeah, I definitely can't do anything with that. Okay, how about you? Tis no beast, just Bartz. um. Oh yes, that whole saving the world thing. Hasta la bye bye. Rare occasion where a boss who is even shown on screen afterwards doesn't just show a death on screen, basically. There are lots of bosses in this game who don't do a flashy boss death, huh? Well, we can do something with these. I don't know how worthwhile it is, but we can do something. We can Requiem. If we've got the proper weapon on, I wonder if a freak might be useful. What you want to do here is beat them before, I believe the thing they tend to do is run away. So we're using fire attacks, they're weak to fire. Requiem, because for some reason these things are undead. I don't think they are in the next game. And you get a big ability point payday, JP, whatever it's called. Completely irrelevant for my team, but I think they might give you like a huge amount of money or something. There's something else about them. Oh, that was a massive amount of money. Holy crap. When you see a chest at the top of stairs, that's when you don't want to open it. Sometimes you do. In this game, I do not. I don't think I'm going to be doing any super bosses this year. I remember I took a normal endgame level run at Shinryu and Omega last year, and it lasted, you know, like a couple minutes. It didn't last a couple minutes. It lasted a couple seconds. Oh, actually, that's the chest you don't want to open. Why did this guy do nothing to me before? That was odd. That twin lance is really suffering as a late game weapon here. It's true that it's not that good. I often end up using it on like a full powered mimic at endgame. That did that thing again where it does earth and wall twice in a row, where the second one is random, and out of a large number of things it picks the same one that's already been cast. Oh, that's going to be a little painful. Yeah, Twin Lance is not so good right now. Wow, those AVPs sure come rolling on in now. We'll fight them, but now I'm getting close to that endgame save point and thinking I should try and make a real run of it. Then again, you know what I gotta do? I gotta use my magic lamp a couple times. Twice? 3 times? Yeah, it starts here and it skips Phoenix, so I gotta use it twice, because I want to use Odin against those shields if I can. I feel like the music just got weird. Did the music just get weird? Oh. Jeez Louise. Okay, so we're going to use Magic Lamp in this battle, and we're going to have Flame Rings equipped. So we're going to sacrifice speed for protection, which I think is sensible. He uses a lot of high-level magic, and if we can nullify every Faraga, or rather turn it into healing, nullify every Blizzaga, we can win, is my hope. This is also the chance you have to win the Genji armor, which I can't use, so I think I'm going to not care if I miss it. If this fails, this is going to be sucky. Okay, good. Oh. No, I don't. I made an error. I've made a terrible mistake. I thought that worked on the barriers. What do the barriers cast on me? Am I going to be able to weather this? I really might have made a terrible mistake. Let's try it. Let's... Yikes. Oh, they use those spells, don't they? And I'm confused. I'm confused about which part does what. I don't like the idea of Kryl being blown up. I like even less the idea of both Kryl and Lena being blown up. That's pretty crappy. What? At least there's that. I wish those came first. No, stop killing the damage dealers. They have to deal damage. That's what they're there for. That's why their name is damage dealers. It could have been worse. You know, that makes me think maybe this is the right thing to do. Yeah, okay. Nice. Needed some of that. Now what we're going to do is he uses all physicals at this point, and Lena's going to keep us Golem covered. Unless I have this wrong, which it would seem very likely I do, because I don't seem to know what's going on. Well, the flame ring idea wasn't too bad. Some of the other ideas were, in fact, bad. Ooh, he's weak. I forgot about that. He's super weak to all elements. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I was ready for. Those heavy physicals. And they come out fast. Ooh. Oh, I didn't know that was the thing that happened. Well, Magic Lamp probably isn't a bad idea, but let's try keeping the team alive. Hmm. Vacuum Wave, that one's nasty. Oh, that's stupid. Well, it's not bad. Golem's definitely off after that Vacuum Wave, so yeah. This guy's strong. Oh, that was Golem not working. Taking a chance on this. Yeah. Don't want to look like a jerk for all of history. Baldy. Oh, harsh. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I don't want to accidentally kill him. It worked out pretty well. I don't think I'm going to have the chance to do the steal I wanted to. Yeah, I'm not going to cry about the Genji armor. That'd be pretty hard to do. You only get a couple chances. You've only got a certain chance of the thief knife working. Well, that kinda worked. We're at the end, boss. We could take a run at it, but I don't know. I'd be interested to know what anyone else thinks. Hmm. How do we, Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be done for tonight. Even if next time I get on, maybe it'll just be the boss fight. But I'm gonna maybe solicit some opinions, like is this group ready for the end game or not? And you know they might be, because I'll be able to be more aggressive with my item use. How many elixirs I got? 19. That's not bad. It's not great. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Cool. We're close to the end. That's good. Let's host somebody. Let's host somebody who's doing ridiculous Final Fantasy IV randomizer stuff. Looks like I got background guy out too. I wanted to pick someone smaller, but they're off. The ones I know. Okay. So see you. Goodbye. That's what my son would want me to say.